welcome to the Startup Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, the host of the show, where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. To pitch an investor, you'll need a carefully crafted startup story. Just any old story won't do. Tell the story in your own words as if you're talking with a friend at a bar. Show how the story is relevant to those in the audience, something everyone can relate to. Keep the story simple. It needs to be tight and keep the audience engaged. Instead of starting at the beginning, start from the first big event, whether it be a disaster or a success. Show the mistakes you made that others can learn from. Talk about your values and those of the company. Demonstrate authenticity along the way. Finally, have a message about your company's brand that you want to communicate and use the story to build up to it. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start something today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early-stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.